There's something almost mysterious about a fall garden. When everyone else thinks the season is ending, the earth is quietly preparing its encore. Beneath the fading leaves, roots are reaching, seeds are settling, and the soil is whispering, "Not yet." And that's where the magic begins. Because right now, in this very season, you can plant vegetables that will come alive in the cool air, flourish in shorter days, and give you a harvest that feels like a secret gift from nature herself. Welcome to the Serene Sprout, where we don't rush the seasons, we listen to them. Where gardening isn't about perfection, it's about peace. I'm so glad you're here. Whether you're returning to your roots or just starting your journey, this space is for you. If you believe the garden can be more than a place, it can be a way of life, then you've found your home. Take a breath, settle in, and if it feels right, subscribe and grow with us. Because here at the Serene Sprout, every seed we plant carries a little hope, a little healing, and a quiet promise that beauty always finds its way back. Now, let's step into that golden light together and uncover the 7 vegetables that will awaken your fall garden in ways you never imagined. Vegetable 1, Mâche, lamb's lettuce. If you've never heard of Mâche, you're not alone. It's one of those gentle greens that never shouts for attention. Yet once you grow it, you'll wonder how your garden ever felt complete without it. Mâche, sometimes called lamb's lettuce, is a tender little rosette of soft, spoon-shaped leaves that absolutely thrives in cool weather. In fact, while most greens struggle or bolt in heat, Mâche waits for the calm, those crisp, quiet days of autumn, to come alive. You can scatter the seeds directly into your garden bed or even a small pot on your windowsill. It doesn't need much, just a patch of damp soil, a little patience, and the soft touch of fall sunlight. In a few short weeks, you'll have a carpet of rich, buttery leaves that taste almost like a whisper of spring in the middle of autumn. What makes Mâche so special isn't just its flavor, it's its spirit. It reminds us that growth doesn't have to be loud or fast to be meaningful. Sometimes, the most beautiful things grow quietly away from the noise. So if you're looking for a plant that will bring a little serenity and green life to your fall garden, Mâche is your gentle beginning. Vegetable 2, Claytonia, miner's lettuce. Claytonia is one of those quiet treasures you almost have to stumble upon to believe. It's delicate, heart-shaped, and so fresh-looking that it feels like it was made for early morning dew. Sometimes called miner's lettuce, it earned its name centuries ago when gold miners discovered it growing wild in cool, shaded hills and relied on it to keep them nourished when nothing else would grow. It's soft, mild, and full of vitality, a living reminder that even in hard times, nature finds a way to give. Claytonia loves the chill. While most plants fade under falling temperatures, this little green opens its leaves wider. You can sprinkle the seeds right onto the soil, and they'll sprout like tiny emerald hearts within days. They ask for so little, a bit of moisture, a little shade, yet they return so much. And maybe that's the real lesson Claytonia offers. That nourishment doesn't always come from abundance. Sometimes it comes from simplicity, from something small, growing quietly in the background, reminding you that even the gentlest things can be enough. So if your garden feels like it's slowing down this fall, plant a little Claytonia. Let it remind you that even when the world cools and quiets, life is still unfolding, softly, beautifully, and right on time. Vegetable 3, Tokyo Bicana, the tender Asian green. Every fall garden deserves a little surprise. Something graceful, a little exotic, yet humble enough to grow almost anywhere. That's Tokyo Bicana. It's a gentle Asian green, a cousin of Chinese cabbage, but lighter, sweeter, and far more tender. Its pale green leaves ripple like silk in the breeze, catching the soft light of early morning. And the best part? Tokyo Bicana absolutely loves the cool weather. When planted in fall, it grows fast, almost like it's in a hurry to show you how effortless beauty can be. It doesn't demand perfect soil or endless attention. Just a few seeds, a touch of care, and it rewards you with crisp, delicate leaves that brighten any salad or stir-fry. But beyond the harvest, Tokyo Bikana carries a quiet reminder that growth doesn't always have to be tough or hard-earned. Sometimes it can be gentle, flowing, and full of grace. It's the kind of plant that teaches you to slow down, to notice how even the smallest greens can make your garden and your spirit feel alive again. So if you want to bring a little elegance and ease into your fall garden, try planting Tokyo Bikana. It grows fast, tastes lovely, and adds a touch of calm beauty to the season that often feels like it's winding down. Vegetable 4, Rutabaga, the forgotten root. Rutabaga is a fall treasure that often goes unnoticed, quietly hiding beneath the soil while the world focuses on more familiar vegetables. But those who plant it discover a root with surprising depth, both in flavor and in character. This hardy vegetable thrives in the cooler days of fall, and if left in the ground after the first frost, its flavor transforms into a sweet, almost buttery delight. It's the kind of plant that teaches patience. You don't rush it, yet when you finally lift it from the earth, the reward feels quietly profound. Rutabaga isn't flashy. Its pale, bulbous form doesn't call attention to itself. But when roasted, mashed, or simmered, it offers a taste so comforting that it feels like a gentle hug from the season itself. Planting rutabaga is simple, a little spacing, well-draining soil, and a calm hand. And as it grows, it becomes a subtle reminder that sometimes the best things in life, like growth, peace, and beauty, are hidden just beneath the surface, waiting patiently for the right moment to shine. If you're looking for a vegetable that embodies the quiet magic of fall, the kind that rewards patience and gentle care, rutabaga is your perfect choice. Vegetable 5, chicory, the bitter beauty. Chicory is a vegetable that makes you pause. Its leaves are jagged, striking, and slightly bitter, not immediately sweet or soft like other greens. But that's exactly what gives it character. Fall is chicory's time to shine. As the air cools, its flavor deepens, its colors become more vivid, and it transforms from a simple green into something almost sculptural in the garden. Plant it now, and it will reward you with a crop that stands out both on the plate and in your garden beds. What makes chicory special isn't just its taste, it's the lesson it carries. Not every growth is easy or immediately pleasing. Sometimes the strongest, most nourishing plants are the ones that challenge our senses, that teach us to appreciate contrast and to find beauty in subtle complexity. Planting chicory is straightforward. Sow the seeds in well-drained soil, give them a little space, and let fall's cool air work its quiet magic. In return, you get a green that brings depth, color, and a touch of unexpected elegance to your garden. So, if you want to add a vegetable that surprises, nourishes, and grows beautifully in the quiet of autumn, chicory is your choice. The bitter beauty that makes your garden feel alive and rich with character. Now, before we move on to our next hidden gem in the fall garden, I want to pause for a moment. Take a look at your own garden, or even just imagine one in your mind. Which of the vegetables we've talked about so far feels like it belongs there? Is it the gentle Mâche, the resilient Claytonia, the elegant Tokyo Bikana, the patient rutabaga, or the bold chicory? I'd love for you to pause, think, and if you're watching on YouTube, drop your answer in the comments. Share what you'd plant first this fall, or if you've already tried any of these lesser-known vegetables, tell us how they surprised you. This is your space as much as it is mine, a quiet corner to grow, explore, and share the little wonders of gardening. Take a deep breath. Notice the season shifting around you. And when you're ready, let's move on to the next vegetable that will transform your autumn garden in ways you never expected. Vegetable 6, kohlrabi, the curious one. Kohlrabi is a little odd at first glance. Its bulbous shape above the soil, topped with leafy stems, almost looks like a tiny alien has landed in your garden. And maybe that's why it's so delightful. It reminds us that the garden is full of surprises for those willing to explore. This cool weather vegetable thrives in fall. Its pale, crisp bulbs grow quickly and can be harvested in just a few weeks. The taste is mild, slightly sweet, and wonderfully crunchy, a refreshing change from the greens and roots we usually expect in autumn. Planting kohlrabi is simple. A bit of spacing, fertile soil, and consistent moisture, and it will reward you with curious, charming bulbs that make your garden feel playful, unexpected, and alive. Beyond the harvest, kohlrabi carries a quiet lesson. Growth doesn't always have to look ordinary to be nourishing. Sometimes the most interesting forms hide the sweetest rewards. So if you want to bring a little curiosity, fun, and gentle surprise into your fall garden, kohlrabi is the perfect choice. A vegetable that challenges the eye, delights the taste buds, and reminds us to embrace the unexpected in life and in the garden. Vegetable 7. Parsnips, the sweet secret. Parsnips are the quiet heroes of the fall garden. They may not draw attention above the soil, but beneath the earth, they're slowly transforming, absorbing the chill of autumn and turning it into a sweetness that can surprise even the most seasoned gardener. These roots thrive when planted in fall, developing their best flavor after a touch of frost. They take time, yes, but patience is rewarded with a harvest that is earthy, rich, and comforting. Roasted, mashed, or added to soups, parsnips bring a subtle warmth that feels like the season itself distilled onto your plate. Planting parsnips is simple but requires gentle care. Loose soil, a little space for the roots to stretch, and the calm of letting nature do the work. And as you wait, they remind us of one of gardening's most important lessons. Sometimes the best things in life need time, quiet, and trust to reach their full potential. If you're looking for a vegetable that embodies the slow, gentle magic of fall, parsnips are your perfect companion. The sweet secret hiding beneath the soil, waiting to make your garden richer, deeper, and more rewarding than you ever imagined. As the leaves fall and the air turns crisp, your garden doesn't slow down. It changes its rhythm. Every seed we plant now, every root we tend, carries a quiet magic that unfolds in its own time. From the tender mâche to the sweet parsnips, each vegetable we've explored today is more than food. There are lessons in patience, in resilience, in beauty that grows quietly and rewards those who care to notice. They remind us that even when the world cools and slows, life is still growing beneath the surface, waiting, unfolding, surprising us with subtle joys. If this little journey through the hidden magic of fall has inspired you, I invite you to subscribe and become part of our Serene Garden community. Share your thoughts, your experiences, or even the vegetables you discovered in your own autumn garden in the comments. Here at the Serene Sprout, every video is a quiet invitation to slow down, to watch, to plant, and to grow, not just in our gardens, but in ourselves. So, take this season as a gentle reminder. Beauty, growth, and peace are always possible, even in the quietest corners. Until next time, let's keep listening to the whispers of the soil and tending our gardens with care.